the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. So another try after the first down sack. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD.
Well,
CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack, and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Not a particularly good start here for Josh Allen and the Bills.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
16
yards
right
there
off the
for his
bat,
tight end.
first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On first down, Allen in trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
It's a bit of carelessness on my part. Right to you.
Out there, Charles. In the very first play, they give the football right back.
Brad, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And this will be taken at the 13. Trucks over him. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
12. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we saw plenty of during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Bengals 9, Bills nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over once again. And they'll have it.
I wanted to run with it, and I fucking pressed the wrong button.
Points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He's got room past the 30. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Allen off the play fake. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Allen will try to throw for it. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion.
Holy shit.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Back to Mixon on second down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Here we go.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
In motion comes the tight end left. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Oh, he bowls over him. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
He finds his man complete. It's McKenzie. Play action. Now it's Allen. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen under pressure, and they got to him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on 1 throw right there.
look to throw for it on fourth. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. With a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Allen. He finds his man. That's Sweeney.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Allen going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills.
Allen on target there with Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
The slot man in motion right.
Hey, we got to go score.
On third down, Mixon.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Allen now on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Allen. And his pass incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked up 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run here with Singletary. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. On the slant, he's got Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis from 8 yards out. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp. And it came back to bite them right there.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On the move past the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. And again, it's Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That gain on third down, good for 28.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep him from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave him, and it was successful.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Here's Allen.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Oh,
And the Bills
boy!
are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Allen.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Good game. Good game. I'm just glad I'm playing somebody other than the Eagles.
Now he's back out there to boom this this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.